like, if you want to do something in your career that makes you happy, just do it. Because when I tell you, that decision paid my life. I changed my life. I don't even know if I got paid a lot. I probably didn't. It was just, I just wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So I did my little cameo, went on about my life. 3 years later, Bad in the Sun, they already had millions of followers. Now they're just like stupid big. They're like crazy.
We was watching them all the time, yeah. Yep.
Right? And it's great quality. And so they link with Sony, who links with Valiant Comics. And they say, you know, because Valiant is the largest independent franchise in the world, even before Dark Horse, and the third biggest comic franchise universe after Marvel and DC. But they've been around like almost 50 years, but they've never got any of that live action money. So they said, let's get a piece of this pie. So Sony's like, at the time they had the licensing to do the movie. I think it's with Paramount now. And they start filming a show to kind of hype up the core audience for these films that they're doing, because there's several films of introducing the characters. But they said, we want to introduce the world and galvanize our fans around the world and get them excited.
Absolutely.
So they did a show, Ninjak versus Valiant Universe, and it had Jason David Frank, the original Green Ranger, John Hennigan from WWE, Derek Feller from American Gods, Michael Rowe, who played Deadshot on the show Arrow.
Yep.
And basically, he goes rogue, Michael Rowe, and he starts banging on everybody. And they say, dang, this is not really interesting because he's jacking everybody up. And they all like kind of can either do stunts or martial arts. So they said, we need somebody else that can balance this universe. And they looked through the archives and they found Livewire, who is the single most powerful superhero in the entire franchise. And she used to be a villain, but her love for children changed her to the good side, because she has Tokyo Harada's powers, who's like the biggest villain, plus her own. And they called me because of my work at Storm, but I still had to audition. It was me and two other girls, and I'm coming to a close, but I think this is so important just for our community and also just for actors. I wasn't given any information, so everything I just told you, I had no idea. They're just like, Aaron was like, it's gonna be fire and it's superhero shit. I was like, right. And then I was like, what I'm gonna do? Because I didn't know what to do. And so apparently I didn't discover years later. I had sent a folder with Livewire stuff, never saw it. So but it was cool though, because I was the first person that had to play this role live action. I had to like just create it. It's a lot of pressure, because you know comic book people, they be going in like, that would never happen.
Oh, absolutely.
She wouldn't do that.
She would know, like, you know, and if you mess it up, they'll just hate you for life.
Yeah.
So fast forward, basically what ended up happening, I was told, shout out to Aaron, I love you, but I was told that Livewire was very hood, basically ghetto. And because she came from the project, she was an orphan. And I remember just doing it. And I was up for the show pitch, and I went straight to Dan Fogelman for producer, and they ended up making the show based off who I really was. But I switched it up when I went to my final audition because of what I was told by my agency. And I told myself I will never do that again. So God told me to do it this way. My brother helped me. Shout out my brother Nick, aka Machine. But I just said, you know what, if I don't get it because I do it my way, the way God told me to do it, I could deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But if I, you know, because if this happened to me again, it's like, you just don't listen, guys. Like, you just don't listen.
I'm trying to
learn. So I said, you know what? I think that she is a leader, but that don't define her. I think she demands respect because in spite of that. And so they want a Livewire to talk probably closer to how I actually talk a little bit. But Livewire, she talks like, hello guys, I can control your suit and I can control your nanites, and I'm very happy you're here. You know, she's very like, I know if you watch superheroes, you know how they talk. She's very cunning. She's commanding. It's a different timbre. Honey, I got that role. They said that's why I got it, because I came with something completely different. And I think that as an actor, you have to show them something they were never even thinking of.
Absolutely. Make them see something, you know, that they wasn't expecting.
Yeah, so when I got it, it was the joy of my life. It was a Comic-Con around the world.